Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 1-4. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out in its entirety at durhamskywriter.com. I'm going to not apologize, but explain in advance that this is what I call production week, with the first week. The information from December is turning into the information for January. So especially the senior page, that's what I'm working on right now. And you can see some December items and some January items. So the site is never totally down for updating. It's done on the fly. And that's why I invite you to check it out every day, because things change. I work on it every day. Things change. I learn new information every day. So just go to durhamskywriter.com in your spare time and just check it out. Okay, let me continue. I am going to start with the word page. That is the government and nonprofit page. I will also say two quick things. Share this out so that more people here in Durham can know what's happening. And also, you are invited to click on that link on the Facebook side to join me on camera, shoot the breeze, say hello, Happy New Year. Also promote yourself and or your business. That would be definitely welcome. Okay, let me get started here with the word page, the government and nonprofit information page. There are all these programs, all these services being offered by local nonprofits. Also, the city of Durham and Durham County, there's some really great programs to help you with your heating bill, your water bill, to join to go from septic to the city system in terms of water. So anyway, let me just continue here. Let me point out some board vacancies that you might want to know about if you'd like to just take part in running the city, sharing your expertise, getting maybe your political career started. So let's see, these vacancies. Oh, I do need to point out that you have to fill out an application. First, go ahead and read all about this on the Word page, and then put in your application. The deadline is tomorrow. So let me tell you where the vacancies are. There's a vacancy in the Durham Workers' Rights Commission, also the Durham City County Environmental Affairs Board, and then also the Mayor's Hispanic Latino Committee. So if you're interested in any of those, put in that application by end of day tomorrow and see if you can get into one of these commissions or boards. Okay, let's see. The Durham County libraries are all open until 8 tonight, except for Bragtown. Bragtown is open until 6. Then everything will reopen at 9:30, and Bragtown will reopen tomorrow at 10. Okay, let me tell you about Keep Durham Beautiful. Now, if you have a community organization of some kind, or community garden or school group or whatever, maybe your house of faith needs some beautification, Keep Durham Beautiful has this program. They do this every year, the Bulb Blitz, where they give away all of these free tulips and daffodil bulbs. Here's the thing. You got to sign up by tomorrow. So hopefully you can do so. And that's midnight tomorrow. So we're talking about neighborhoods, civic groups, garden clubs, faith-based organizations, schools, etc. You can sign up and get all these free bulbs. You do have to follow certain criteria. Okay, so you sign up by tomorrow. You have to have somebody available either Friday or Monday to pick up the bulbs, because this is only during business hours. So you have to do that. Also, you have to be able to plant these bulbs within a week, because it's almost, well, I don't want to say it's too late, but it is the deadline for planting the bulbs, so they'll flower when the weather warms up. It's funny saying warms up because it's 68 right now, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, so see if you can do that. Get together, maybe by phone or whatever, and see if you can sign up by tomorrow. Okay, let's see. There is also something on the Word page, resources for seniors. Even though they're based in Raleigh, they serve both Wake and Durham counties. It is the Weatherization Assistance Program. There's also another program called the Heating and Air Repair and Replacement Program. So with the first program, Weatherization, they can come to your house and they can make your doors like windproof, etc., so that you can save on your heating bill because you don't have the air leaking out of your house. So they will check and do whatever they do with the windows and the doors. They do the insulation thing. Also, with the other program, heating and air repair, some people are owning these really old, inefficient refrigerators and other appliances. You might be able to get yours repaired or replaced through this program. So just check it out. Just read all about this. This is obviously for people who have limited resources. We're talking about financial. So just read about it and see if you can be eligible for these very great programs. Okay, let's see. I thought SCORE had something going on today. Let's see. That's tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow at 1 o'clock, there's going to be a free webinar, How to Pay Small Business Taxes Strategically to Avoid One Big Tax Bill. That is tomorrow from 1 until 2. It's free. It's a free workshop given by SCORE. And SCORE is the Service Corps of Retired Executives. Okay, now let's go to the health page. To Your Health. Oh, look who's here. Guy, our cook, is waiting in the wings. I'll bring you on right after the weather. Okay. So on the health page, I do have your COVID-19 test and vaccination updates, also places that you can pick up the free at-home rapid COVID-19 tests. Let's see. Also, the American Red Cross is having a blood drive. Let me scroll down to that. The American Red Cross is having a blood drive today, starting at 2:30 at the Rose of Sharon Baptist Church on Guest Road from 2:30 until 7. So if you can help out, that would be super great. Now, tomorrow, they will be at the Imperial Center, Winchester. That will be tomorrow from 10 until 2:30. I'll remind you about that tomorrow. Now, the Blood Connection also has a blood drive. Let me scroll down to that. So today, they are and they're already there, Durham Veterans Administration Medical Center. That's on Fulton Street across from Duke Medical Center. And they're already there, and they will be there until 2 this afternoon. Okay, let's go to the Let's Go page, last page. Now, there's lots of other pages, but let's just restrict it to Let's Go for now. Let's see. Oh, new feature. I actually have a weather app. If you can see that at the top of the Let's Go page, so you can always know what's happening with the weather. See the forecast right there from the Let's Go page. Okay, something new. Okay, now, New Visions of Africa restaurant, they will be giving away free meals today from 3 until 6. If you are in need, you're hungry, stop by. They'll give you a meal. Kings Park International Church, they're on Odyssey Drive. They will have their food pantry and clothing closet. They do this every Wednesday from 5 until 6. Get free food, also get some free clothes if you have a new job or if you're looking for work or for whatever reason. Okay. Now, here's a special event. I think this happens at least every month or so. E3 Durham, they're hosting Pull Up at Provident. This is going to be today from 5 until 8. 411 West Chapel Hill Street. There's a parking lot right there. So here's the thing. If you are a new or you want to improve your Durham-based business, you can go there. They have all these free workshops. You can learn, you can make connections. It's really great. It's a great way to connect with the folks from E3 Durham. They also provide funding and technical support for entrepreneurs. So if you want to improve your business or start your business, you need to go there tonight. They're going to be there from 5 until 8, totally free. And like I said, just meet these really great people, learn a lot, and just make these really great connections. Now, if you're available, now they're probably full for today, but just know that whenever they have Pull Up at Provident, which is again from 5 until 8, they have in the afternoon from 1 until 4, free one-on-one 30-minute financial or entrepreneurship counseling sessions. I'm sure they're all full up for it today, but just know the next time they have Pull Up at Provident, see if you can go ahead and sign up for that. Also happening tonight, Go Durham, they're having the next public meeting. So if you're interested in the bus system, and they're making all these improvements, a bus service is still free for the year, which is fantastic. I don't know about the whole year. We can find out by going to the meeting, and it's going to be at the Pettigrew Station, 5:30 until 7. I think, as usual, this will be a drop-in meeting. I don't think you have to be there the whole time, but you can learn about the local bus service changes and the new Durham County Transit Plan, et cetera, et cetera. And you can make offers for improvements if you ride the bus all the time and you can see that you have in mind some changes that you think should be made. Let them know, because they're very open-minded. And of course, the best way to go to the meeting is to take the bus, because it all ends right there at the Pettigrew Station. Ooh, the rain has started. Whoa. I'll give you the weather report in just a second. Last but not least, Brett's open mic is from 7 until 10. This is going to be at the Blue Note Grill, where you can listen to some great music, funk, jazz, smooth jazz, soul, etc. You can join in. $5 admission, and you can also watch from home if you don't like the rain and you just intend to stay home. So speaking of rain, let us check the weather. It is 68. It's supposed to be drizzling, but it's full-fledged raining right now. It's going up to 70, and we're going to have rain and maybe even thunderstorms all afternoon. Now, tomorrow it's going to be sunny, but only 63 degrees. And with that, let's bring on Guy, our cook. He's way west in Washington State, so let's see what the weather is out there. Guy, what's new? Welcome. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too, Pat. The discussion you had a minute ago, when I first tuned in, you were talking about what's the soil temperature for planting bulbs, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was saying you have to plant these bulbs right away.
Okay. Well, I thought, wouldn't it be nice to know what the average soil temperature in Durham, North Carolina was?
Oh, the actual soil temperature. What is it?
So the screen I'm sharing, see down there on the
okay. Let me click on that.
That shows you that right now, through January the 4th, which is today, your average last year was 58 degrees. Your 5-year average is 50.6. Your 10-year average, etc. So I'll put this link for greencastonline.com, their soil temperature. I use it for my garden. And
smart.
Any location that you put in, see where it says location search right up here in the top?
Yes.
So if I put in my zip code, which it knows is 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗧𝗬, and then Bazinga.
Whoa, quite a variance there.
The 10-year average for here is 28.5 degrees. It's a little cooler here than it is in Durham,
I'll say.
But any gardener can use this. I showed this a few years ago when I kept bugging this guy. I said, "Hey, is it warm enough?" No, not yet, because we have to wait until it's going to be Mother's Day in May when it's warm enough to plant. That's historically that's what I've gotten away with.
Okay.
That day.
So what is this URL? Is it what is it? soiltest.org or something, or?
No, I'll put it in the chat thingy.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Then people can see.
And then I'll put it in the comments.
I appreciate it.
If I open the Durham Skywriter page to put it in the comments, then I hear it stereo.
Greencast online. Yeah. If you put it in the comments afterwards, that would be great. Thank you. Yeah. I'm going to add that to the gardening page.
The other page I was going to share, I talked with
Mm-hmm.
you yesterday about this.
Yes.
And this is
Oops. There it is.
the
Okay.
web page for Bird Buddy.
Whoa.
They're at, if you're close enough to the Consumer Electronics Show, they're going to be in booth 52,826. So anyway, yours truly took this picture.
Ooh.
This is the camera view of my own Bird Buddy. We got this
Mhm.
gift for Christmas.
Nice.
And when this is like testing the camera, make sure you get everything hooked up right. The
Mhm.
problem with this camera test, if a bird came down right now and was eaten, well, we
Mhm.
won't see him, because please note that postcards cannot be created while you're watching the live stream, which kind of baffles me.
Oh.
That's like,
Oh.
if you wave your hand, you won't see it because we're in a live stream. Huh?
Oh, gee. Wow.
Anyway,
Wow.
so I used the video app for Samsung Flow, because this is off of my phone, obviously, because of this skinny picture.
Mhm.
So I recorded it with Samsung, I recorded it with Screencast-O-Matic on the Windows desktop
Mhm.
and shared it to the Windows desktop with Samsung Flow.
Awesome. That is really cool. So it takes a picture of your bird.
Yeah.
As it eats, or he or she eats.
We'll go back to this page.
And you said that it tells you what kind of bird it is.
Yeah. Now, sell these bird pictures.
Okay,
These are people's.
Oh, love it.
So far.
Love it. That
So,
is
like,
so nice.
if this red cardinal come up on your bird feeder, it would say, "Oh, that's a red cardinal. They sound like this," and it would go chirp, chirp, chirp in your speaker, and you'd hear the sound of the. Now, what I would love to do is hook up a speaker, a Bluetooth speaker somehow, so I could play it back out to the backyard. That would, plan B.
Then
Anyway,
they'll come running. Yeah.
I will add mybirdbuddy.com to the links.
Bird Buddy. That is so cute.
This is big. These guys are in their native country where they land, where they build this from, is Slovenia. I had to go look it up. It's right immediately south of Austria and Hungary, so they're not going to have a Ukraine experience, I don't think.
Okay. Yeah, I saw those. I did look it up, and it's like a couple hundred. So I probably won't be.
See this roof right here
tomorrow, but
in this picture. My son got me the solar roof. So supposedly, this little black panel right here is the solar roof, and you hook it up to the camera, and it will charge it while it's sitting out there in the sunshine. Of course, when the temperatures are 32, this is starting to look like the first sunny day we've had. So I'm going to find out if it charges. And then the other attachment I've got is this wall mount. Where you set the feeder on the wall. Yeah. But I've seen pictures, I don't have one that I can share you, where a guy takes off to the side and he's mounted a conventional, maybe 12-inch square solar panel, and then he's got a cable going over to the camera, and I bet he's running it full time and doesn't,
That's cool. You can have like put on the internet, have a little
webcam. Yeah, it's something you can put on the internet, but you could also not have to go out there and charge it. I have to charge mine about every 3 days or so. But I think it's, in large part, it's been the weather,
so
because it's not sunny. Now, this suet block holder, one of the dangers of a Bird Buddy is called a squirrel.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So the squirrels on this one guy's Bird Buddy found his little suet block holder and they chewed the whole top of the dang suet block holder off.
Gee.
So, and then there's a water fountain you can get. I don't think I want to get that because when I put the dog's clear bottle automatic water outside and the sun hits it, it forms algae inside of the bottle. So I don't think that's going to work.
Yeah.
They can just, there's a big pond like across my backyard, like less than a block away. And so if they got thirsty, there's a place to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's the whole gauntlet there. I don't have birds yet. And the reason I don't have birds is because I got curious about this. I've been doing research. It takes about a week or so before the birds feel comfortable eating off of the bird feeder because it's a new shape. They're not just going to jump and eat. Now, the other one I had, I didn't pay attention to it, how many days it had to sit out there. But I think it too had to sit out there for several days before the bird said, oh, this is full of bird seed and there doesn't seem to be any hawks around. So,
I had a bird feeder in my yard, and I moved it so that it's right beyond my deck. I could lean over, reach over, take it down and put up seed and watch the birds right from my kitchen table. And I noticed now they know, they're familiar with the feeder. They know the feeder.
Yeah.
So someone was watching his progress from the middle of the yard to the deck, and I heard this constant like hey, somebody's taking our stuff.
That's the signal. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they all like, as soon as I got in the house, they all like came to see what I put in the feeder.
They do that on mine too. There's like,
so somebody sends out the announcement.
The old spot where I had my bird feeder, like against the wall in the backyard. Remember this picture? Let me see. Where's the picture? This one. Well, you can see the brick wall there on the right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is the south end of the yard. So on the north end, not in this view, is where I used to have the feeder.
Okay.
And the rain gutter on the house right across the backyard, it isn't very wide, maybe 15, 20 feet. They would sit up there in a row on that edge of the rain gutter doing that same chirp, chirp, chirp.
Oh, wow.
Hey, bring on the food. We're here. We're ready. What's the holdup? It seems like you're not getting it. And so I used to, I don't speak bird, but I'm pretty sure there were some oaths of disparagement involved in that. So
I don't know. How about that?
There you have it.
I love the little birdies. I've always loved birds.
The bird buddy is spendy.
Yeah, a couple hundred. I saw that. Yeah.
It's big bucks, but I think that if you get to be over 70, like yours truly, you spend money on toys.
Hey, why not?
Yeah, you can't go to the skating rink because one ball would kill you. Yeah,
exactly.
So
just do
things that give you comfort, like those two lawn chairs I got sitting there.
I see.
You know that we moved from Walla Walla to here. Okay, I used to have 4 of those chairs.
Oh.
The queen of everything said, no, we're not taking those to Tri-Cities. Those are ugly. They're cheap. Well, they're comfortable.
Wow.
They fit. Like, remember in the O.J. Simpson trials, but it doesn't fit, you must have quit. Well, this one fits. I mean, I can sit in this chair and it's muy comfortable. So I snuck them into the truck. And Darlene looks out on the porch and she said, well, I used to set them over there. See the 2 big, tall evergreens, arborvitae? I used to have them sitting in that corner, but then when the porch got made, I put them up here on the porch.
Oh, it's a new porch. Okay.
Yeah, this is the new slab that got poured. Anyway,
Nice.
sitting in those
Very nice.
chairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Have you dozed off yet?
Huh?
Have you dozed off while sitting in the chair yet?
Oh, more than once. More than once.
Nice. Nice.
So
Very nice.
that's
Yeah.
keeping us busy. Let me turn off that stop screen. Oh, and remember how yesterday when you were talking to Fraser and I came in on the Linux box, this computer is
Oh,
behind
yeah,
me
yeah.
back here.
You're always
And
experimenting.
I found out
Mm-hmm.
through trial and error that I can share the screen on the Linux computer if I use the Vivaldi browser. I was
Okay.
rushed to Firefox, and we both know that Firefox doesn't work with
Okay.
StreamYard.
I got you.
Worth a
I got
hoot.
you.
So that
Mhm.
was the issue. And I could do the same screen shares, Bird Buddy, and so forth from that
Mhm.
platform. So anybody that's running Linux, you want to do Bull City Hangout, well, then there's the answer. Get a compatible
There you
browser.
go. There
and
you
it'll-
go. Okay.
So,
Well, I'm gonna mosey on. I haven't even eaten yet, and I'm thinking I'm gonna make some salmon patties.
oh, that's good.
Salmon patties, scrambled eggs, and toast.
Something you may not have heard about salmon.
Oh.
They raise salmon on the
Mhm.
coast when we lived on the coast. I had a buddy that lived like the next street over, Tom Ronker. He went out lingcod fishing. He says, "We'll be back by 9." And I thought, "Oh,
Mhm.
sure." Sure enough, him and his brother are on the dock, and they've got their 2 lingcod.
Mhm.
Anyway, he
Wow.
worked for the salmon hatchery. And what
Oh.
they had was this big, imagine a big floating net. Okay.
Mhm.
It was ringed all around with big flotation devices, and that was solid net underneath the bottom.
Okay.
Inside of it, they raised salmon for commercial.
Okay.
But what's popular in the Northwest, the king salmon and the silver salmon, couldn't be raised in that pen environment
Mhm.
because the parasites, fish get ticks, believe it or not.
Yeah.
The
Yeah. I heard about it.
parasites would eat them up, and it
Yeah.
was no go. So they
Yeah.
found out that if they put Atlantic salmon, the kind that
Mhm.
exists in your neighborhood, they put Atlantic salmon into those pens,
Mhm.
bazinga, they
Hmm.
get up big, big, big. Well, a few years ago, some genius at the salmon hatchery
Mhm.
company, whatever, they're from, I think, Norway. They bought out the American company, Norwegians did.
Okay.
They're going to move the pen. Okay. Well, the problem with moving the pen
Mhm.
is it forms all this growth on the bottom side of the pen, seaweed
Okay.
kind of stuff. So the net broke,
Uh-oh.
and the salmon go, "There's a hole in the net. We can go anywhere. Where are we going to go?" "I don't know. I've never been outside the net in my life." So the game wardens said, "You catch them any way you want to.
Mhm.
They're just going to die. They don't know how to exist in the wild." There were people on the beach at Manchester with
Mhm.
big salmon dip nets, like a 3
Yeah.
foot round dip net,
Sure.
that were dipping those salmon. And I said, "Are you doing any good?" He says, "Yeah, I got a rope." No, I expect him to say a stringer. So I got a rope tied up to the dock over there. It's got all the fish on it. I looked,
Wow.
and he must have had 25 salmon
You
tied
don't
up
need
on
that
that.
many.
Oh, no, he's going to freeze them, process them, and save them over. So as soon as I saw that, I said, "We're going fishing." That day, we were
Wow.
supposed to go up
Mhm.
no, I take that back. I went out and fished and I caught one, about a 25-pounder, nice
Yeah.
fish.
Nice.
And my wife says, "Hey, we're supposed to go up to this little place called Dewado over on the coast." Because her dad, who's still alive, Chet, was showing off his dog Goldie at this dog
Mhm.
show, where they throw out the decoys
Oh,
and
yeah.
the dog
Mhm.
retrieves. So it was one of those. And Goldie'd won a bunch of medals. She's like Lassie. Okay.
Mhm.
So I called Chet up on the phone and I sent him a text message and said, "This is the fish I caught." Sent him a little picture. Yada yada yada. He saw that, and Chet says he went to the trainer. Says, "I'm going fishing with my son-in-law, Guy.
Yeah.
You take the dog back to Walla Walla. See you later."
Wow.
And so Darlene showed up for the picnic. He
Mhm.
made her turn around and drive back home, and called me on the cell phone. When
Let's
you go out
go.
on the salt water, you don't have two-way radio set up these days. That ain't how you do it. You take your dang cell phone, make sure you don't drop
Okay.
it in the water,
Okay.
because they don't swim well. And he called me up and says, "I'm on my way. Meet me at the dock." I said, "When you get to
Wow.
the dock, call me. And I'm just minutes away from the dock, and I'll come back."
Wow.
So I went back
Nice.
and got him,
Mm-hmm.
and we fished and fished and fished. Never caught another one.
Oh, for real. After all that trouble.
So
So you shared what you had, I'm sure.
no, I gave him a fillet off of the big one, half.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
The next day, Darlene worked in Bremerton, which was drive around a big saltwater bay to
Mm-hmm.
get to Bremerton from where we lived in Port Orchard.
Okay.
She's driving past where the pilings were for the old skating rink, which burned down, and it's just, you can't even tell it was there. It's just, if you
Okay.
know where the old skating rink was, there's salmon jumping all over the place, and it was these Atlantic salmon that they were lost, didn't know what to do. So
Did you help him out?
Darlene gets to work, and she goes to her boss, "Dave, if I give you a salmon, can I get the day off to go fishing?" Dave says, "Well, sure." She calls me on the phone and says, "I talked to Dave, and I'm taking the day off. The salmon are jumping like crazy out there by the old skating rink in Bremerton. We're going fishing." And so I thought she's telling me a big whopper, because being born in Texas, I've told a whopper or two. Anyway, here she comes into the house. I haven't even changed out of my slacks. I'd been to a meeting, sales
Mhm.
meeting, and I didn't have fishing clothes on. She said, "Let's go."
Let's go.
So to shorten this somewhat long already story, we get out in the water, and I'm using all the bugs and bait and technique I can, not getting a fish. They're jumping all around us. I know they're there. Like I always say, fish where the fish are. So
Yeah.
this guy at another boat that was close enough shouting distance says, "They'll hit anything red." Evidently, the shrimp feed that they'd been feeding them when they were in the pen was red
Oh,
colored. So
they're spoiled. They want
so
so
I
red.
had, it's called the bottom fishing lure, and it's
Okay.
shaped kind of like a V, and it
Mm-hmm.
spins around when it goes down, but it was red.
Okay.
I said, "Okay, well, we'll test the red because nothing else is working." So I'm thinking, "Dar, give me your pole." So I hook her up, put the red lure on, dropped it over the side. It isn't in the water 2 minutes. Bang! She's got a fish.
Man.
This is the God's honest truth, because you got to take the fish, knock it in the head, and put it in the cooler,
What?
right? So it doesn't spoil.
That's
And
violent. You have to hit him in the head?
before I had all that process completed, Pat, she'd
Yeah.
already dropped the lure in and had another one on the line. Just that fast. I mean, the gap between the first fish and the second fish, if it was 30 seconds, I'd be
The guy on the boat was
exaggerating.
probably laughing.
And so she
Wow.
gets the second fish, and I said, "Okay, it's my turn. I get the red lure." The queen of everything, as I nicknamed her years ago, looks at me and says, "No, you run the boat."
Oh, okay.
I said, "Okay."
Teamwork.
And that's all
Teamwork.
the fish we caught. We never
Oh,
caught
really?
another one, but we did catch those two nice ones. They're like, oh, I'm not gonna lie, they're probably over 10 pounds, but not over 15.
Okay, now I only buy salmon in the can, so I
Oh,
have no
well,
idea. So how much were they worth?
oh, to buy them, gosh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think salmon sold. I've never bought salmon.
It must be cheaper where you are since
I think
since
even on the coast it was spendy. It was like $4 or $5 a pound.
okay. Wow. No
We used to
wonder
always
she was
check the
getting
price
there.
of Dungeness crab because that's something else we used to catch all the time.
Hmm.
And they'd have them in the store and on sale, $6.99. I said,
Hmm.
so how much does that crab weigh? Oh, about 5 pounds. So that's about $35.
That's a big crab.
And so
Dang.
I'm thinking, yeah, they have to be 6 inches and males across the back
Mhm.
to keep them.
Okay. Okay.
And I call up Tom. Remember the guys I was telling you about catching lingcod that worked at the fish bins? Tom Ronker's his name. I
Yeah.
called Tom up and said, yeah, there's a sale on Dungeness. It's only $6.99 a pound. And he'd start laughing because we both knew this. So Dungeness crab have got to be the dumbest creatures ever born.
Wow.
You know,
That sounds
you always
hard.
heard the phrase they say, oyster brain, making a slur at somebody like they weren't too sharp. Well,
No, but go ahead.
a Dungeness crab is not very sharp
Mm.
because all
Wow.
you got to do is put bait in a crab pot,
Hmm.
they come in.
Wow. Oh well. Well, it stopped raining. Well, actually, it's
Well,
raining
yeah,
out.
but they're just maybe the eye of the storm passing through.
Yeah. But I want to
Speaking of
see if I can
weather,
run an errand or two. So I'm going to cut
okay,
this short. Yeah. Because
yeah,
supposedly it's going to rain
I
all
do get
afternoon.
long-winded at times.
That's okay.
The
That's okay. I enjoy.
the part of that happened, we went to
Mhm.
the Choctaw powwow in Oklahoma years ago,
Mhm.
and our cousin Norm, who's a native Choctaw, Darlene
Mhm.
said to him one time in the back of the car, "Well, what's Guy's Indian name?" I mean, Guy's got to have a name that if he was in the tribe, what would it be? And Norm said something in Choctaw, and I can't repeat it, and I should record it. And Darlene says, "Well, what does that mean in English? It's like running bear or something real cool." Norm doesn't blink, says, "Talk a lot."
Talk a lot. There you go. I
So
love I love it.
now the whole world knows
Yeah.
you have a good visit. How was your
Okay.
cousin when you went to visit Miss Julia? Was she
Well, that's
okay?
the well, yeah, she's okay, but she didn't have the energy to get a grocery list together, so she wants me to
Oh,
call her today. So since it's not raining so hard right now, I'm going to give cousin Julia a call and see if I can run to the store real quick for her.
well, take
So
the car. Don't run to the store.
I will definitely take the car.
Okay.
Okay, guy, thanks a lot.
Bye bye.
See you soon. Okay, bye bye. Always fun when Guy drops by. You can drop by as well. I do Bull City Hangout at noon on weekdays, 10 a.m. on Saturdays. You can come in. You can tell funny stories like Guy does. You can promote your business. That would be super awesome as well. And with that, I'm going to wish you a good day. It's going up to 70 and it's 68 right now. Thunderstorms and rain just about all afternoon, according to the forecast. It's not always super accurate, but it's accurate enough. And Guy just posted the link for the bird feeder, so definitely look at that when you have some time. And I will see you tomorrow at noon for Bull City Hangout. Ciao for now.